Rescue. Louisville and the Midwest Premier Hair Treatment Center not only gave me my don't even look like the same person. The procedure was an amazing success, and it has totally reformed my face. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out not only how affordable it is, but how you can get your hair back today. Visit hairsurgery.com. That's hairsurgery.com. And tell them Brandon Lang sent you.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Look at the steal. Here's the steal. 3-on-1. Alley-oop. Oh, my goodness. Marcus Maiden. And you certainly are in love with him here in Louisville. Marcus in the open floor. Hops incredible. Here comes Maiden off the steal. Oh, my goodness.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's get ready for Marcus Maiden. You about midway to the midday with Marcus Maiden. And you can call in, I lay back and just listen to Marcus Maiden. So sit back and relax and watch Maiden.
Break it down like this.
Woo!
Broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. And I could feel the collective deep breath / get ready. Steve Rummage in Tennessee, Brian Hall in the booth.
You think you could feel it? I was living it last night on the postgame show. There was it was interesting because you know I'm watching that game and I'm going, okay, how's this reaction going to be? Because anytime I do a postgame show, I'm always kind of watching the game a little different,
right?
Just because I'm trying not to totally get lost in the emotion, because I am an emotional guy with this team. And I will get on there if I get too emotional and just say what I'm thinking in the moment. Right. And those sound bites never.
Ethan clips ready.
I'm like, I always try to bring myself back. So anyways, I'm watching this game and I'm thinking about it. And actually, you know what? It was an interesting mix of call that we'll get into today.
Okay, so definitely gonna do we're gonna use this first segment to kind of do the wrap up of yesterday's game, the takeaways. I do definitely want to open up the phone lines for people who are dying to kind of see if this was a springboard, see if this was a stop sign, or anywhere in between from the game last night, because we did play Pittsburgh. We played a depleted Pittsburgh, but anytime your team gets on the floor, you always hold your breath about the performance. Like I said, I don't want to go too crazy and heavy-handed into that one. Also, Steve, I kind of got thrown off balance. I got it before. Look, the phone lines are blown up already. I got thrown off balance because as I was leaving to work this morning, right? And you'll appreciate this more than anybody, Steve.
Okay.
I'm literally leaving my door, and drives by right in front of me is my father.
Oh wow!
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So Dad's pulling up. Marcus Maben has to go to work, but Dad got this look on his face, Steve.
Yeah.
He's smiling ear to ear. I don't even know, like, what, why is he smiling so hard, right?
Right.
So he gets out of the car, Steve, and says, "Oh, Marcus, you got to check this out." And he sees me with my bag and my camera and my stuff to go. He's like, "You got to check this out." I'm like, "Oh, hey, Dad," like, "What's up, Dad?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
We haven't hugged or embraced or anything.
Yeah.
He's
Why are you here?
Listen, just showing up at my doorstep.
Yeah.
Look, he says, I got this butane single man stove, man. And I found it at so and so, and man, I'm telling you, you're gonna keep this for an emergency situation, and this is gonna be the best gift you ever got. And I'm like, Dad, hi, Dad. Hi,
Hello.
Dad. I gotta go to work.
Yeah.
Dad, your excitement about that butane lighter is palpable. But I got Kentucky in a couple of days.
Yes.
I got work. I got 1 million people that are dying. We're 4
I got a
minutes.
little something too before we get to the phone lines
I'm
here.
listening.
All I do is win, no matter what.
Good job, Brian. Good job. Good job. That was in the notes too, Brian. Thank you. Get that third call. I tell you what, I'm gonna get to these phone lines. Dad's all excited about the butane single man stove in case of emergency. I think I hurt his feelings on the way out.
Was he headed to the wilderness or something? Like,
Listen, I have no idea, Steve. I didn't get the rest of the story because
you didn't know he was coming, right?
No, I usually around Christmas time he comes. I don't know when.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say because usually, you'll say like, yeah, Pop's coming up tomorrow or something, like, oh, okay,
Look,
yeah.
No,
yeah.
he just shows up. Look, maybe 3 or 4 days before Christmas, maybe Christmas Day.
All right, well, it's always good when he's in town.
Plumber Chuck, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Start us off right.
What's going on, guys? I'm gonna
Line 3, I can't tell if it's softball dad Dustin or Jason.
called it yesterday. You
I think it.
said rebounding. Yes, rebounding. Y'all, we out rebounded Pittsburgh. It was great.
I think it's Jason.
For the win. 2, talking about stoves, Steve. I had to go out last night after working all day. Our stove went out, but I'm happy for Lowe's there in Shepherdsville because they had a stove and it was on sale. So I saved a lot of money. So I am happy we won. Yes, the rebounding battle was awesome. We out rebounded them. You called it. And I'm going to get ready for this UK game on Saturday. And I'll hang up and listen. Y'all have a great Christmas.
You too, Plumber Chuck. I appreciate that call.
I appreciate it, man. And by the way, I think Plumber Chuck, he called in yesterday to the post game, and we had Coach Mack was like there. Like,
right.
Just it was weird. It was like, Jack was like, I think Coach Mack's about to start, and we're like, oh, okay, well, hang on. And he dropped off, so I didn't get his call. But yeah, I mean, I almost it's hard not to move on because I'm like there is things to unpack from last night, but yeah, rebounding is something that we
right. And again, this is kind of an early segment thing. The phone, like I said, the phone line's loaded up. I also want to throw in there, I am going to ban 93.9 the Ville royalty. I'm not going to ban them. I am going to Cam Fletcher, somebody who works here at 93.9. But we're going to talk about that after the break, so y'all stay tuned for that. Alex, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Hey, what's up, guys? Man, after watching that game, listen, we're gonna beat Kentucky. Like we're flat out. I watched that game. We got still. I mean, granted, their 2 guards are out, but still, though, like we got 45 rebounds. We shot 47%. Not only did we shoot 47%, but we took like 51 shots inside of the field. Listen, I'm really the only thing that has me worried about this game is if Carly Jones struggled with a 6'5" freshman. Well, he has a 6'7" freshman in Boston, and he has another 6'7". I don't know if he's a freshman, but I know Terrence Clark is. He didn't play good in the North Carolina game. He got benched early in the North Carolina game, but the man can play. So if Carly struggled with a 6'5" freshman, that I don't know anything about that Pittsburgh team. So I really don't know the quality of player that this guy is. He'll struggle with Boston. But I'm about to be honest, guys. That's the only thing I'm worried. I do not believe in Olivier Sarr. I really don't. I mean, the best game he had this year was against a trash Notre Dame team. This Notre Dame team plays 6 people. Like, that might be an exaggeration, but this Notre Dame team is not good. And that's the best performance that he's put on is against a trash team who Notre Dame had them beat in the first half. It was like 48 to 20 or something like that. And then they came back Kentucky tried to make a rally, but still wasn't able to pull the victory off. Listen, guys. I watch my baby, our baby, JJ Trainer, block a person who has 50 pounds on him, block his shot twice, force this guy to foul him. And listen, JJ is about to have a fantastic game. This Kentucky team fouls. This is what they do. They foul because they're young and Calipari is a trash coach. So this team is going. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all playing. I watched this. Now, granted, there were things that I watched, and I'm like, look, DJ, if you turn the ball over one more time off of some stupid, you put yourself in no man's land, and then you just try to pass the ball out of no man's land. Come on, man, like you got to play smarter than that. But I'm telling y'all, man, listen, 73-65. I'm calling it, y'all. Kentucky, we beating Kentucky this year. He gonna put the nail in that coffin, and it's not gonna be no Undertaker's gonna pop up at the last minute. No, like he's putting the nail in the coffin, and we're tombstoning Kentucky, y'all. I'm telling y'all, we're gonna beat this team. The same if we have the same performance that we had in this Pittsburgh game, we beat this Kentucky team. 45 rebounds, like come on, y'all, and then shooting 47% inside the paint. We got this, y'all. This is a joke, man. Stop freaking out, Louisville. We got this.
Alex, I appreciate the call. People, in a week like this, you got to let that call roll because he had to get that off. He had to get that out of his system, coming fresh off the Pittsburgh game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, and that look, I mean, there's a lot of reason to believe. I mean, even last night, watching that game, obviously Pitt was in a bad spot. I said this on the post-game show, though. I have no sympathy for people who get put in a bad spot this year. After I watched my team you want to talk about being led to the executioner. Okay, I watched my team get thrown out there against Wisconsin, which I don't mind because they needed it. But yeah, I mean, look, I mean, last night, they're gelling, not gelling, but they're kind of getting back. You can see there's some rust there on some different things. But the one thing he said, well, a couple things. I said with James Strebel, I think it was last week when I was on there, I said, if Kentucky wants to win this game, there's two things they can do. They're going to have to go through Olivier Sarr completely offensively and defensively put Terrence Clark on or probably Terrence Clark on Carlik Jones and just hope his length. Well, last night didn't make me feel great about that. But again, I kept hearing, and actually I'll use James again since it's Kentucky week. I saw he posted something last night and kind of was laughing at, or not laughing, but kind of saying, the bad thing about Louisville right now is that Carlik Jones, it looks very average against, bigger guards. And I mean, at the time, Carlik had, I don't know what he ended up with, but I mean, that was late in the second half. And at the time, I was like, he's got 11, 4, and 6. He's not exactly like he's accounted for almost 30 points.
But you're talking to you're talking to people who just want to come in and have hired guns, big offensive hired guns. So they don't listen. The irony of being critical of a true point guard from Kentucky, from a Kentucky person.
Yeah.
What would your record be with Carlik Jones on your team?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You'd be undefeated.
Probably. I
You'd be undefeated,
but it would be close.
Who would have beat them if Carlik was their point guard?
Maybe Kansas.
No.
Because Myles Garrett, not Myles Garrett. I
don't think so.
Garrett plays for the Browns,
but you get my point. Yeah, like you said, no. Carlik is running the team.
Yeah, no,
Carlik,
absolutely.
Carlik can go into his 20-point bag, his 30-point bag if he needs to.
Well, it showed last night how much he matters running the team. By the way, did it take you back when you heard that was David's first double-double?
You told me that, and it was shocking. I mean, but
they said that, and I was like, really?
I mean, he's had a lot of 8s and 9s, and we just called them double doubles.
Sure.
When he had 13 and 8.
Another positive. I mean, Sam Williamson, Like Sam coming off a game where I think him and David both. I mean, let's not forget this. Now, I don't think everybody's just like, oh, okay, everything's fine with Sam. We're okay. And now he's going to go out here and bust Kentucky. I mean, I don't know that we feel that way, but coming off a game where they were both really scrutinized, they both come out with double doubles. I mean,
you know what I like the most about Sam? He decided he was going to go score. And his posture when he took the ball, Steve, was I'm gonna go get this bucket. I'm gonna get to my spot at the free throw line. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna either float it, I'm gonna pump fake. He has a little drop behind his back, you know, to get him out of trouble when he goes too hard left. So they're not gonna be able to like super overplay him left. And Kentucky doesn't play kind of like the pack line, you know, kind of help. Pittsburgh had a lot of help going on their defensive end too. You know, a lot of switch, multiple. I think Kentucky's going to go more just match up man to man, which
100%,
which Sam Williamson might be able to exploit and be like a good second year scorer. Let me get back to this phone line real quick. Jason, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey guys, happy holidays.
Yes,
same to you.
I don't really have much of a comment. I just wanted to call in and tell you that really appreciate everything y'all did in 2020. It was an awful year, but I enjoy listening to you from 10 to 12 every day. I'm not going to be able to listen to you for the next couple of days. I just want to wish y'all Merry Christmas and hope your families have a good one too. So y'all take care, and I'm going to keep listening.
Appreciate the call.
Wow, thank you, Jason. And ironically, I was just about to say, I mean, we're not on for the next 2 days on here, so I'm like, y'all, this is kind of Kentucky pregame. You know, I mean, of course, we'll have a pregame show this Saturday.
Yeah, on Saturday. It'll be a 2-hour show on Saturday.
Yeah. I guess starting at 11 now, not 10. It'll be 11. So,
and I'm streaming 11 o'clock at night regardless. So,
yeah, absolutely.
So y'all, there will be options to find me when 93.9 is not up and running.
But I do appreciate that.
Yes. Okay. Can he not listen to us for the next couple of days because of the game?
He's probably busy like everybody else. Like, you know, there's a reason we're not on the air for the next couple of days, and you know, it's not the game. Trust me. I mean, these are two of the busiest days of the year, probably. So,
okay. We're doing this an injustice. Takeaways. Just your biggest takeaways. Okay, I'm asking you this question, Steve, about takeaways.
Okay.
And you can answer it as player development, or you can answer it as takeaways for the Kentucky game. Because yesterday, for the first time, I just combined Pittsburgh and Kentucky. You know, what I see, is like, it's almost like 3 halves. The Pittsburgh game, Kentucky first half, and Kentucky second half. Because I'm going to need, like, that's how much you don't have a lot of time to change, to learn anything new.
Well, no, I don't think there's really any. I mean, of course you'll scout Kentucky in between now and then, but I don't know that things will change with your team. I mean, barring maybe Charles playing Saturday, which sounds like it's a possibility. Now that could change a little bit, you know.
What did you take? I was reading the text. What did you? Okay. So, are we still breaking down Pittsburgh? Is what I'm asking you.
I mean, we can.
No, not Pittsburgh. Are we still breaking down our players?
I mean, you can, but I mean, I think that the breakdown is kind of the odd thing about this game is I said this last night on the post game. I said usually a team coming off of, like, okay, we're coming off the 9-day layoff of COVID. Okay. Some years it's you're coming off a couple big injuries or something. Usually you get 2 or 3 games that kind of like, okay, let's just see what's happening. Well, with Kentucky on the horizon, you don't get 3 games, you get 2. Like, you know, it's like, sorry about your luck. You know, I mean, people can eat that Wisconsin thing. You come back, you played okay against the Pittsburgh team. I don't think you set the world on fire last night, but you led from buzzer to buzzer. I mean, you know, right. It was, you never lost the lead. You ended up winning by double digits. I mean, I'm okay with that on the road against an ACC opponent. Like, that's fine. But it's tough to break it down, because you still kind of got the caveat behind it of, well, they're kind of getting back in. Then we threw Josh in there, and we'll get to him.
Oh, okay. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and take our early break. Okay. When we come back from break, I'm gonna suspend 93.9 royalty. I am going to start breaking down the performance and what it means for the Kentucky game in particular. Who needs to play better? Who needs to stay the same? Who's not going to help us? Like we might as well things could change. My thoughts are fluid on individual players, but I think a good Wednesday breakdown. Again, you said it right. This is the pregame show from the radio version of the Kentucky game. So I think it's fair for us to say, okay, what does it mean for particular players in the Kentucky game? So we're going to do that right when we come back. Stay tuned. Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville.
If the two of you got through 2020 together, you can get through anything. This holiday, make it official with a stunning engagement ring from Shane Company. Create your unique ring in 3 easy steps. Simply pick a setting, choose a natural diamond, ruby, or sapphire center stone. Then add your own touch, like a decorative crown or a personal engraving. Here's another option. Select one of our perfectly preset engagement rings. Each of these rings is already set with the shape and size center stone that our designers envision, which means that your ring will be perfect. Because our quality standards are the highest in the industry, we're able to guarantee your ring for free for life. This year and every year after, we'll be here for you. Now you have a friend in the jewelry business. Shane Company and shaneco.com. Open weekdays 9 till 9, Saturday 10 till 8, and Sunday 11 to 5.
The 2021 basketball season is here, and to celebrate, DraftKings Sportsbook is giving new players 100-to-1 odds on any featured matchup this week. That's right, all you have to do is bet $1 on any featured matchup this week, and if your team wins, you cash a crisp $100. And let's not forget, football's playoffs are right around the corner. Head to the app now to check out all of DraftKings' daily odds boosts. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable, making it easy for you to deposit and withdraw your money at your convenience. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code WLCL when you sign up to get 100-to-1 odds on any featured matchup this week. That's code WLCL for new players to get a shot at $100 on any featured matchup this week for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Indiana only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial pound law on your cell phone. That's pound 529. Offices Louisville.
Bellarmine basketball is back in action this afternoon.
Gives to Penn, coming from right to left. Dillon down the lane, scores! What a foul, what a move! He's a whirling dervish here at Freedom Hall.
Join Doug Gourmet and Mark Bug as the Knights travel to South Bend to take on Notre Dame. Knights pregame coverage begins at 11:45 right here on 93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app. If it's Bellarmine basketball, it plays here on ESPN Louisville.
Have you been in a car wreck? Insurance companies can be really tough to deal with on your own. I'm Sam Aguiar, and our team is here to help. We have been fortunate enough to represent thousands of people from Kentucky communities, and we would love to speak with you about your potential case. Our team loves what we do. The consultation for you is free, and we don't charge you anything unless we win the case for you. So come be a part of our team. Our phone number is easy, 502-888-8888, 502-888-8888.
Pay off your holiday bills with a new job at UPS. Join Team Louisville as a warehouse worker and earn $14.50 per hour to start. You could also graduate debt-free. Be part of an industry-leading organization that believes in promoting from within. Enjoy an active job with big-time growth opportunities. Search and apply now at upsjobs.com/worldport. That's upsjobs.com/worldport.
Genesis Diamonds is making your last-minute shopping easy. Now through Thursday at 3 p.m. Get that unforgettable holiday gift and take advantage of our strongest financing offer ever. 5 years, 0 interest with absolutely no money down. And don't stress. Our non-commissioned experts are here to help you select the perfect gift. Whether your budget is $300 or $300,000, that engagement ring, eternity, or anniversary band you've been thinking about is only $100 a month. A diamond bracelet or bangle for only $50 a month. Even diamond hoops and studs for just $30 a month. And all with no money down. We've got the selection of over 50 stores, thousands of engagement ring styles by the best bridal designers in the world, eternity bands, stylish wedding bands, fashion-forward layering necklaces, beautiful sapphire and emerald jewelry, and Swiss timepieces. Let's end 2020 on a truly magical note. Invest in that special memory they'll have for life. With confidence, no money down, and 0% interest for 5 whole years. Merry Christmas from Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza. Open till 3 p.m. on Christmas Eve. On approved credit.
'Twas the holiday season, and many families felt glee, for they shopped at Kroger, where pickup was free. Green beans and apples, a salad so merry, sweet onions and Brussels, and cakes topped with cherries. Whipped mashed potatoes and warm spiral ham take center stage for a feast with the fam. May the magic of fresh food never be done. Happy holidays from Kroger, fresh for everyone. Free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Restrictions may apply.
Baltimore Ravens football plays here on ESPN Louisville.
Now he'll dart over to the left, extends the play, fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Dez Bryant, his first as a Raven.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are back in action Sunday, taking on the Giants. Pre-game coverage begins at 12:30 with kickoff at 1 on 93.9 The Ville. Ravens football on ESPN Louisville is presented by Liquor Barn, Body Armor Sports Drink, and Molly Malone St. Matthews, home of the Raven.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming. And whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
I just listened to, and sorry, YouTubers, sorry about that. If you're YouTubers, I had it muted. Sorry about that. What just happened? I just suspended Ethan Moore from 93.9. Now I don't have the authority to enforce it. It's like almost like if I was the governor and I strongly recommended you don't come around the 93.9 premises. I listened to Ethan Moore. They asked him the question, if they win, will you watch it next year? He paused for 7 seconds and said, no, because they haven't won in Rupp since 2011.
The Emperor is not as forgiving as I am.
Steve, Brian, keep on going with that sound.
Texas says, I'm gonna go find Ethan, walk behind him, and yell updates nonstop. Yes.
Oh goodness, I know.
25 minutes to play in the first half, Ethan. Just a heckler. Yeah, information heckler.
If that means the Louisville win in the end, by all means.
No. Because you know what the problem is? The reason I'm suspending him right now is you don't get to celebrate with us after you did that to the fan base. You know what I'm saying? You're letting the entire BBN off the hook. You're ratcheting up self-fulfilling prophecy, depression, and every other possible anxiety. And by saying they haven't won in Rupp since 2011, you know what you just did? You just said, if we lose, it's 2 losses because we're going to lose again because we haven't won in Rupp. Like,
don't fail me again.
Yeah, listen, Vader got your soul, bro. Like you need to take some time off. You need some self-reflection. So no, I'm not watching it because we haven't won in Rupp like 2011. This is a new code.
Its power to create problems has certainly been confirmed.
Say that one again, Brian.
Its power to create problems has certainly been confirmed.
That's a problem. You don't get to jump in on Steve Rummage's post-game show and say, I tell you what, man, I didn't see that one coming. I've looked at the condensed version, and Steve, I got to say, I'm thrilled, and I'm excited about that, and I'm still not going to watch it next game because we never win at Rupp. No. You
do not yet realize your importance. You have only begun to discover your power.
And you're spreading that that garbage all over the Diener show. Go back to the beginning, Brian. I want to hear that one more time at the beginning. Go ahead, Steve.
No, I'm just saying, I mean, listen, I get what you're saying. And because it's one of those deals where, I mean, even as where we're at, like, what if they win? They're 2-5. You're 5-2. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's not, we're still on 2 different trajectories this season at this point. But yeah, no.
Here's the thing. I understand how bad everybody wants to win. I want to win, and I love the opportunity. And I know Ethan is saying he's still going to be excited about the thing, but it's just like, you won't even watch the game because a guy who lived here before you lost to Kentucky a lot.
Yeah,
this guy's one good loss and an overtime loss in Rupp, and you act like losing in Rupp is just a done deal, and you were in overtime.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a place they lose a ton. You know, I mean,
they've never even been down 20 in the first half in Rupp. It's a tough place. So you've just told everybody that things are really, really tough. I don't want to be a part of.
Yeah, I mean, and this is one
10 days.
I mean, I can do that. Like I said, is that 10 days suspension?
10 days.
What you're going with?
10 days
until his next show.
What's today's day?
He just called in yesterday too, didn't he?
10 days. 10 days
to our show.
10 days.
You're suspended until next Wednesday. And you come back.
No, I mean, do you understand why I had to suspend him? Like, is this a fair suspension?
If they win, will you watch it next year? That's a good bet.
No, because we haven't won in Rupp since 2008.
God, gosh, that's
Texas says I'm going to go behind. I'm going to go find.
Enough. I can't take it. No more of that. 8150 93.9 is the number. Ethan, I tried, dude. I tried to go to bat for you. I tried to understand where you were coming from. I tried to, wrap my hand around it. But as soon as you said, if we win, you're not even going to watch it next year because now it's in Rupp, so it's different. You'll have your you moved the goalpost. Terrible.
I know. It's like, man, they're gonna have to win 10 straight. I mean, like to get you back.
Brian, you gotta get the phone? But no, Steve, that's what. Listen, I had Brian cut it all up. Do you know that's what he said? He said, and I mean, I don't want to watch because we'll never catch up in the series. That's what he said. I won't be watching because the series, and we're just never gonna catch up to that.
Yeah. Well, then in our lifetime, at least, okay, let me give them credit. At least then you've just admitted that they own you.
I know,
as a human being.
I know.
I mean, at least it's like, okay, well, you know what? But like I said, I like to look at this team and not be afraid to just say, look, you guys are the better team. You're the better team right now. You're 5-1. You've got better wins. You've got, when you look at how the style plays, it's like, no, you're the better team going in there on Saturday, and you should win the game. I mean, and
keep in mind, people, I don't have the authority to suspend Ethan. But if I did, I would.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. It's just, I like Ethan. That's why I'm not going too hard. But like, it's just a difference in mentality, man. But I've said on this show many times, the biggest pet peeve of mine is someone who lowers the bar. Well, I think we'll only win 4 games in football this year. So that way, if we win 5 or 6, I'm really, really happy. Well, you can't live like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, no, this is a team, man, that Louisville should beat Kentucky this year in basketball. There's no doubt about it. I mean, and until I think Louisville's the better team. I think that Kentucky has more issues than Louisville by far. I mean, I think that Coach Mack has done well so far, in this coaching battle. So until I see different, I believe that Louisville's going to win the game. I don't know why that's that crazy to think,
Joe, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Marcus, my man, we haven't been on the same page this week, but we regathered ourselves, and I'm calling in because, one, I 100% agree with you on Ethan Moore. It's a proper suspension. Should happen 100%, because like you said, man, I don't know if he's trying this reverse psychology type of thing, but to my thing is, if you're not watching every year and we keep losing, how about reversing and watch the game? And then we might win if you want to do reverse psychology, but so I agree, man. You can't, if they were to win on Saturday, you can't come up on any type of show the next week or two and be like, yeah, man, this is it. We did it. We finally can't. No, I don't want to hear anything from him on that. That's my opinion on that. One last thing I was going to say, you guys probably already hit on this in the beginning, but your boy Aiden Agaha, man, is that like the end? Is he in the transfer portal yet? Is he out of here? What is the deal with that guy? Because if you don't see a minute in the Pitt game, I don't know what to say about that, dude. There's something disconnect there. I don't know if that guy's long for here or what the deal is. But again, no minutes at all. I don't know what to say on that. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, happy holidays to you fellas. I love you. Day one, baby. You guys do an awesome job, even though me and Marcus, we have our things here and there, but he knows I love him. You guys have a good one.
Appreciate the call.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, the Aiden thing, like that was discouraging, to say the least.
Yeah. If I'm Aiden, or I don't know if that's Coach Mack centric. I said this last night on the show. I said I don't know who to be angry at. I don't know if I should be angry at Aiden or Coach Mack with that one, because it's clear. Gabe Wisnitzer's getting the minutes there. as far as the big off the bench.
Yeah, and it's frustrating with me because I watch Aiden catch the ball and go straight up and dunk. And I think Carleek was making Aiden a better offensive threat on the floor. You know what I'm saying? And
yes,
listen, whatever rotation that Aiden is missing on defense, it better one of these days, man, I'm gonna catch Coach Mack. I'm gonna catch him at Roosters or something. And I'm just like, dude, the first 3 rounds are on me. And we're gonna drink and talk about this.
Yeah.
Right. And I need to know exactly what rotation does he not see.
Yeah.
You know, often, like, is he not talking on the pick and roll, letting the guard know, you know, which side the guy's coming on? Is he just not natural enough, you know, playing the pick and roll? Like, what is it? Because again, seeing what he does on offense with his strength, and he gets fouled. It's watching him hit the free throw jump shot. You know, like he's been his percentage of conversion is the best on the team, in my opinion, underneath the basket.
No, I totally agree with it. And I watch, and I went kind of hard on Jalen Withers last night because I was really frustrated with him. Because
separate these, Steve. Jalen, he gets his own segment.
Oh yeah, no, I know. But I mean, just in using him, I'm like, is Aiden, what does he do defensively that Aiden can't? I mean, okay, you know, and it might be something simple. I don't know. Coach Speak might just tell me, you know, hey, look, Steve, let me show you. This is why.
I know. Listen,
this is what we're trying to do, and he can't do this.
If Aiden can't, listen, I get it. Like, if Aiden can't switch on a guard and looks clumsy every time, like, I get it. So again, this is commentary on just us watching the game. This emotional commentary right now, you know. But again, if I see Aiden get switched on one of those Pittsburgh kids last night, I could see them torching Aiden. You know what I'm saying? So if that's happening in practice, then I get it. Like, dude, if you can't stay in front of anybody, you know, you're handicapping our defense. Maybe.
And I will say, I think Wisnitzer's giving you pretty good minutes. I mean, when he's coming in, I mean, like, you know, he got the raw end of the deal of a flop last night.
Oh, that was terrible.
On what I thought was a good screen. I mean, and he's the type of guy, when he goes to screen, you can tell he's ready to punish somebody. I mean, he gets wide legged, look, hand over the crotch, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, perfect form. I'm going to just boom. Like, you imagine running into him is like, whoa. But I mean, I think that, he's given good minutes, so this really isn't an indictment on him. I've actually been pleased. I think you'll see him a little bit on Saturday.
I wouldn't mind Wiz. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it at all.
I do. I think you'll see him.
He fights for position. He fights for real estate.
If nothing else, he makes the big work defensively
and shoot over him.
Yeah, well, I'm talking when Gabe's on offense. Even though, like, because somebody I saw last night kind of or tweeted at me or something, said he's just not a threat on offense yet, and I said, well, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, you know, I get it, but he's making the defender. If you watch, that defender has to guard Gabe. Gabe is fighting, and that's something.
Okay, right now there's something going on over there. They're in film session as we speak.
Okay.
There was a play when, Gabe is at the elbow. He's running the handoff plays with Carleek. You know, Carleek's running by and then coming back to get the basketball. He's running handoff plays. He got the ball on the block one time. Carleek runs by. The guards are really pressuring it. Wiz pivots out of that. And the rim is right in front of him. Mm-hmm. Mac is stopping this video and he's saying, dude, you reverse pivoted.
Yep.
And the defense was going the opposite way. The defense was going out to half court. You didn't even look up at the rim. And for about 1 full second, he was about 6 feet from the rim, and he could have just like jumped and threw it off the backboard and probably been a layup. Just reached out. So Mac is showing this. So in this game, when he gets his minutes and you see this overplay of Kentucky players when Wiz is running a handoff, he's going to spin out of it. You remember Dwayne Sutton was really good at running the handoff play and then diving, like the fake handoff and then just diving to the basket, going right, either getting fouled or getting to the basket.
Yes.
Wiz instinctually is making the right pivots. He knows how to, like I said, his footwork to pivot him, he's not aggressive yet, but he's making the right, like I said, the right quick decision. He's just not being aggressive after he makes that quick decision. So so if he's doing that, he might be trucking Aiden in practice with natural, listen, those boys Wiz is playing with up at, what is it, Montverde?
No, he played at
he transferred from South Carolina. Yeah, okay, Hargrave. Okay. It might be Hargrave. Those boys can play. They can play some basketball. They got some good coaching. He was playing with some dudes. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
he's comfortable with a really, really, really top what do you call it? Not grad program, prep school program.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, like he's not a stiff, even though sometimes he does look like it. Birdhead Ryan, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Happy Festivus, guys. A couple of things with Gabe, and I know I just texted it in. I think he pumped brakes a little bit on Gabe. He was on the floor for 3 minutes, and we were outscored by 9 points in those 3 minutes. So he may be showing a lot of potential, but
okay. So when you say pump the brakes, you're saying don't point out the things he does positive, or what?
No, I'm not saying don't point out the things he does positive. I don't know if he is the full answer as the backup, but with a Gahan not stepping up, he may be the only answer. And I think Gabe's going to end up being a good 4-year player for Louisville, but I don't feel as confident when he comes in the game than when we have, Withers or Trainer, even when we had Aiden in the game. For some reason, I just don't have that confidence in Gabe. And to go in there for 3 minutes and we get outscored by 9 points, you flip those 9 points and you win by 20. You win by close to 20. But right now, it's all he has. And if he's doing the right things in practice, he's going to get better. That's what I'm trying to get at. As far as the Pittsburgh game itself, I still think that the players are still getting back into game shape. And I want to apologize also to you two, because I did hear what you said, Marcus, after I hung up yesterday. So I will address this question to both of you, not just to you, Marcus, to both of you. As far as being in game shape, I mean, these players were off the court for over a week. We don't know which player or players had COVID. We don't know what their symptoms were. I mean, I know that Max said in the post game, he kind of alluded to the fact that, Withers is just now getting back. I think these next 3 days are going to be critical to getting game shape. Get your feet under you, get ready for this game Saturday. But the free throw line is going to be key for us Saturday. We were pissed for the last couple of games with the free throws, and I think it has to do with fatigue. That's going to be crucial to win this game Saturday. You've got to win the free throw battle. You've got to shoot 70+%. I mean, last year, if we'd have shot more than, we'd have shot 55, 60%, we'd have won that game. Hey, we shoot 2 more free throws in the 4 overtime, we win the game. So it's I think it's going to come down to that. But anyways, guys, I'm actually going to be there at the game, and I do know the concessions will be open, so drinks will be flowing. I'll be excited, and I'll be cheering hard. Take care, guys. Go Cards.
Appreciate the call,
it, man.
You're going to need to loosen up too.
Absolutely, man.
I mean, pump the brakes on Gabe. Our piss poor free throw shooting. We're out of shape because we need to get into game shape.
Well, and don't get me wrong. I mean, the thing about Gabe is, I mean, like, I feel it, but like you kind of in your next statement said, like, right now, look, I agree. I like Aiden out there. I don't know why Aiden didn't play yesterday, but for whatever reason, Aiden's not playing right now. So I'm going to look for what Gabe's doing well. Right. I don't think we were.
Isn't that naturally what you do?
I think I think he just used, I don't think pump the brakes was the term he meant to use. I mean, because, that just kind of insinuates that I could tell by his next comments that that's not really what he meant. As far as because I'm not saying Aiden or Wiz should be playing double-digit minutes,
Right?
Yeah, like I mean,
No,
right now.
No,
He's
listen.
the guy.
Gabe is a disciplinary action with potential to play good.
Sure.
Or let's say to be safe. And what I mean by disciplinary action is if you know what, I'm going to tell you all the ways that Gabe has to be disciplinary action. Actually, I'm going to provide 2 disciplinary actions today. One from Ethan Moore, and the other one is really going to get it. It's Wednesday, but I got to do it. Middays with Marcus May rolling on 939 The Ville.
1935. This month from DFH, you can get 18 months special financing on qualified Train comfort systems from the DFH company. It's hard to start up a train, and it's hard to not call DFH Company today at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
Have you been in a car wreck? Insurance companies can be really tough to deal with on your own. I'm Sam Aguiar, and our team is here to help. We have been fortunate enough to represent thousands of people from Kentucky communities, and we would love to speak with you about your potential case. Our team loves what we do. The consultation for you is free, and we don't charge you anything unless we win the case for you. So come be a part of our team. Our phone number is easy, 502-888-8888. 502-888-8888.
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon Lang. When Matthew McConaughey plays you in a movie, as he did me in 2005's Two for the Money, you have to maintain a certain image. That's hard to do when you're going bald. I needed to do something, and it needed to be done fast. Parsley Waldman's Hair Center came to the rescue. Louisville and the Midwest Premier Hair Treatment Center not only gave me my hair back, but my self-confidence as well. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out how you can start your journey back to a full head of hair today. I can tell you firsthand. From the minute you walk in the door to the time you leave, you are treated as if you were in a 5-star hotel. And now that it's been a year since my surgery, I look back at pictures from a couple years ago. I don't even look like the same person. The procedure was an amazing success, and it has totally reframed my face. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out not only how affordable it is, but how you can get your hair back today. Visit hairsurgery.com. That's hairsurgery.com. And tell them Brandon Lang sent you.
Bellarmine basketball is back in action this afternoon.
Gives to Penn coming from right to left. Dillon down the lane, scores! And a foul. What a move. He's a whirling dervish here at Freedom Hall.
Join Doug Gourmet and Mark Bug as the Knights travel to South Bend to take on Notre Dame. Knights pregame coverage begins at 11:45 right here on 93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app. If it's Bellarmine basketball, it plays here on ESPN Louisville.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben, 8150, 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. People, especially on days like this, temperature control is one of the most valuable resources someone could have. If you agree with that, then DFH Company is the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222 or look them up online. Inquire about their Mitsubishi Mini Split for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com.
Also, the 2021 basketball season is here, and the teams around the league took the off season to retool, revamp, and are ready to hit the court. DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app, has rolled out another one of their can't-miss offers. Trying DraftKings Sportsbook is easy, so what are you waiting for? Get in on all the action now. To celebrate the return of basketball, DraftKings Sportsbook is giving players 100-1 odds on any featured matchup this week. That's right. All you have to do is bet $1 on any featured matchup this week. And if your team wins, you can win a crisp $100. All right. That's pretty good. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable, making it easy for you to deposit and withdraw your money at your convenience. Now, what do we need you to do? Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code WLCO when you sign up to get 101 odds on any featured matchup this week. That's code WLCL for new players to get a shot at $100 on any featured matchup this week for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. All right. Okay. Well, yeah, or you must be 21 or older. Indiana only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings Sportsbook.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Sorry about that. I forgot to read the last part.
Okay, so here it goes, people. if you have sensitive ears or sensitive feelings on this one, you should switch the channel right now. Because the guy that's hosting this radio show, it's not cute, cuddly, giggly Marcus Maben, anything like that. It's Coach Maben and teammate Maben. That's the guy who's talking. Okay. So Steve, you just sit back and ride with this one for a second.
Okay.
Okay, Steve. I told you one time I made a reference to a scene in a movie. Only the real OGs will know what I'm talking about. The movie is called Shogun Assassin.
Okay.
Shogun Assassin. Do you remember the scene I spoke to you about with Shogun Assassin, Steve?
With the one
with the baby.
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay. So people, you got to understand what mood I'm in when I say this. Shogun Assassin, this samurai warrior had a child, and he put a sword on the ground in front of the child and a shiny ball. And he says, choose the sword and you will join me. Choose the ball and you will join your mother in the afterlife. He said the kid didn't understand, but that's how he made the decision. Are you going to be a warrior? Because there is no playing around if you choose to be a warrior. You know, that was the point of that whole scene. It was a very dramatic scene. It's a very, very famous scene. Shogun's Assassin. So there was a moment last night, Steve, that I snapped. Coach Maben snapped.
Okay.
The moment in that game where Coach Maben snapped is when Jalen Withers' shoe came off.
Okay.
Jalen, that's your second or third time your shoe came off in a game. Jalen, you have not been playing aggressive at all. Carlick Jones and David Johnson have put you in a position to finish shots. I've seen you jump when nobody's around. I've seen you jump when somebody's close to you. Two different human beings. And that's 100% you problem. That's a mentality problem. But I got a problem, because the problem is, if I let you stay on my basketball court and you can't even keep your damn shoes tied up enough to stay on your feet, you cannot tell me you're running and cutting hard at full tilt with shoes that loose. It's physically impossible. You know what I'm saying? You don't have enough traction to run suicides with shoes that loose unless you're cruising. And you're running like you're cruising. You're falling like you're cruising. There was a stretch where out of 9 plays that Jalen Withers was involved in,
yeah,
he ended up on the ground or at least 6 feet removed from the area. Pushed out, blocked out, on the ground. You were in position to take a basketball up strong. At least, listen, if you're scared of rolling your ankle or you're scared of doing something, you can't be out on the floor. Get off my court. Get off my sideline. I would make a rule, if your foot comes out of your shoe one more time, you're suspended for a game.
Right.
That's ridiculous. We have Kentucky on the horizon. Kentucky players are going to play like they want some money. You're playing like you hope you get some money. You're playing like you hope you're lucky enough for this shot to go in around the basket. Right? You're literally throwing them up there hoping they don't get blocked. I've watched you gather yourself. And go high and vertical. And if the only thing that stops you from challenging somebody, trying to dunk on somebody, challenging somebody near the basket, if the only thing that stops you is fear of getting it blocked or intimidation by another player, then you have a flaw that, listen, as much as I hate Aiden Gahan right now, you have a flaw that Aiden doesn't have, and I'll let him get beat all day. I'm doing you a disservice by letting you continue to lay that ball up and screw up the assists of Carleek and David. And now you're not an option. So when Sam is going to the basket, nobody's rolling. You're screwing up my entire offensive structure because you catch the ball around the basket in kill zone. What is it? Barbecue chicken. Shaq says it. My boy Ron Slay. You know what he calls it when you get the ball in there? You know what he calls it?
I'm listening.
Ron Slay from Tennessee. Look him up. He calls it the boom boom room.
Yeah.
Right. And listen to a country Ron Slay, and watch somebody who's timid in the boom boom room with some Tennessee kids. Boy, get off my court. Coach Mack, get off my court. Jalen, if you can't keep your shoes tied or you can't stay on your feet, we listen, you and I look like psychos when we were talking about Elijah at what was he, 9 years old when we were saying that, Steve?
Oh gosh, I think I started that at like 7 when he started playing. Yeah.
Right. Just he liked to turn a corner and flop on the ground like he fell. And it was like, no, stay on your feet, son. Yeah. It's like that's a representation. And you not only are you falling, you're falling on your stomach and you're looking up at the referee. And we're back going 5-on-4 because you fell. And listen, fatigue, whatever. You're not only are you looking weak, you are our most athletic big. You have a frame, you have a body, you have everything you need to be competitive in the paint, in the boom boom room. You're not doing it. You're costing everybody else on this floor a lot of stuff. Defensively, your talent is going to waste. But here's the problem. I'm not letting you get by Kentucky, get knocked around against Kentucky, and then you get an ACC play where it's a little more structured and a little more, free flowing or something like that. Because rivalry games are just played different. I'm not making this Kentucky's centric, but big time rivalry games, it's all about the boom boom room. You know what I'm saying? Like we all know that. We've been talking about rebounding. We've been talking about winning the battle of the paint, right? But I'm just like, dude, I'm not gonna let you do it because you know why? I'm gonna see that dude again when it counts. When we go against Florida State, and which Florida State is the tallest team in all of college basketball this year. We're gonna have to start playing small ball if you can't get your attitude together.
Yeah,
you can't. Listen, Steve. Against Wisconsin, you came out of your shoe and you slipped it back on without even using your hands. You know how loose your shoe got to be to do that?
Yeah. And he did it again last night, and the announcer actually said, I can't remember who was on the who was on color.
Alfonso Ellis or somebody.
It might have been, yeah. But he was like, man, he goes, when I played, there's no way I could have put my shoe on that quick.
Listen, once, okay, you get stepped on, whatever. Twice, tie your damn shoes up. Get off my court. Get off my court. We're sitting here. Right now, you are going to be the difference between if I have a good season or not. You will take up 30% of my ability. I'm going to have to spend my next 3 months putting people I hate on the court. You know what I'm saying? Putting people I know don't have 50% of the talent you got. And I got to look at your face on my sideline because you can't keep your shoes tied. You can't stay up on your feet. And you won't try to use your body and jump as high as you can to dunk a basketball. You are going to get fouled or you're going to dunk it. Most times, one or the other. You're going to get blocked. If you get blocked, if you try to dunk it and get blocked 3 times out of 15 attempts, who cares? You're going to get fouled 5 and you're going to score the other 10. If that's blocking your brain from moving forward, then I'm doing you a disservice by keeping you on the court. I watched, do you know, it might have been 4-5 minutes left in the game. I'm watching DeAndre Davis pep talk Jalen Withers into Duncan. I'm literally watching him. The game, like we're in control of this game. We may be up 10. It looked like they were trying to get an opportunity to get Jalen Withers to dunk. And it's not by itself, it's around people when he doesn't want to do it. That's a problem, Steve. And that's what the reason I use that reference is because today, tomorrow, Saturday, you choosing a sword or you choosing the ball. Is this a game? Is this a game to you, or do you want to go get it? Because if it's a game to you, I'll use you sparingly.
Yeah, and listen, I think everything you're saying, I think is spot on with him because, man, last night, the moment that did it for me was Sam Williamson comes through and rips the ball out of his hands on a rebound. And he kind of just looks at Sam like, oh, oh, you got it. I was like, dude, grab the ball. Like, look at Sam. Like, do you remember last year? I can't remember who it was. I know who it was. It was Steve Enoch. And Steve Enoch went up to grab a board, and Jordan was with him.
Yep.
And both their hand was on the ball. And Jordan had done that a couple times. And Steve grabbed the ball and like literally ripped it from Jordan. And they had about a 2-second moment where he was like, dude, my rebound.
Right.
Like, get the freak down the court, man.
And listen, and while I'm on it, while I'm saying little representations of things, since when do big men, Steve used to irritate the crap out of me when he did it. And I'm not going to watch this. I'm going to start an online war with my big men. Since when do y'all have to get a rebound and cuff it like a football? You know what I'm saying? Like you're holding a baby. Like, is that the new thing? Is that the new swag? Rebounding a basketball and having to put two arms, your full arm. What happened to strong hands and outlets?
Yeah.
Grab the ball with two hands, move it around violently to keep it, to keep it from, your opponent, and snap it out to your guard. You don't have to get the rebound covered up like a running back and just, you know how kids, like when they get a rebound as a kid, the one kid will get the rebound, the one chubby kid will get the rebound. Yeah, Brian. And he just swings around until everybody runs back down the court.
Yes.
That's what it looks like to me.
I know.
Like, no, coach, if I'm you, I'm putting the ball in Jalen Withers' hands. And I'm going to say, son, if you let me smack this ball out of your hands, I want you to go to the locker room and go think about what you're going to do with the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And I would make him grab the ball with two hands. And I would literally slap down and try to remove that basketball from his hands. And if I don't remove it from his hands, I'm going to say, listen, your hands are strong enough to hold the basketball. Hold the basketball. You don't have to wrap it up in your arms. That is, you're wasting time. You're wasting efficiency, all that stuff. Have some more confidence in your hands.
Listen, I was proud of Coach Mack last night too, because after the play where Sam kind of took the rebound from him, I look over and I go, okay, what's going to happen with this? Because that can't happen. And I did see JJ Traynor run to the
scores
to the table, and I said, okay, what happened? They come down, there was a free throw, and he took a Withers out and didn't even, I mean, he just pointed at Pegues like, don't even talk to me.
Look, come get your boy, coach.
Yeah, it was like, I mean, Jalen was walking over there, and Mac just like looked like, go talk to him.
Yeah, and one time he had a look on his face that I didn't like. It was that posture look like you're being picked on.
Yeah.
But that's why I said we're looking at film. We're showing Quinn. Listen, that basketball goal was right. I'm gonna need you when something opens up, Quinn, you take it, because you're gonna be the reason. You're gonna be the only way that I can put his rear end on the bench. Because the fans are gonna riot if I'm just benching Jalen Withers out of nowhere.
Sure.
But Wiz, if you give me 3 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And you pivot out because they're not gonna be respecting you. You get fouled, you go hit some free throws, give me some good minutes. I can discipline him through you. But that's the only way he can do it.
But in the same breath, as angry as I am with Jalen at times, JJ Traynor is not only okay. When I say this, I don't want to downgrade what he's doing this year, but that kid by year 2 or 3 is going to be a first team All ACC player. I mean, he has everything you need. And this year, even, the text or somebody called in earlier, I can't remember who it was, but they made the point. I mean, just how he walled up many times.
Yes.
And just blocked the shot, and one time blocked the shot and got the ball.
Look. Right. Let me get to these phone lines real quick. Sorry, Dougie Fresh dropped off. I was getting ready to go. I just kind of got caught in my preaching moment. Frank, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away,
gentlemen. I'm gonna throw a few names at you, and I think you'll know where I'm going with this. Rodney McCray, Charles Jones, Cornelius Holden, Cliff Rozier,
right?
Montrezl Harrell, Dwayne Sutton. We talk about Rottweilers, okay? And those guys, they take it personal when somebody takes a rebound away from them. They take it personal when someone dunks or scores over them and makes them look like that they're not even there. And so, and don't get me wrong, Withers, I haven't seen him as far as, he redshirted as a freshman, and he came a ways. But there's no reason why somebody 3 or 4 inches shorter than you need to be snatching rebounds away from you. And so the thing about it is that, again, Charles Barkley said it best. He said, I learned how to rebound from Moses Malone, because Moses said, you're not taking food off my table. And so, if the kids take it personal, we just talk about basketball, to where if you take a rebound from me, you are messing up my chances of being drafted. Are you messing up my chances of being an All ACC first team or whatever? Rebounding, getting in the inside, getting dirty, that's nothing but heart. And I think for the most part, JJ Traynor's got it. He just needs to wait to match it. But we need a dog. I mean, we need a Dwayne Sutton. I think Dre Davis gives us that. All he likes is the experience. But let me ask you this, Marcus, and I'm gonna hang up. And Steve, who on your team, if you can give me a person's name, who on your team that if you messed up, if you were slacking, if you played soft, who is that person that will jump on you and let you know you better not do that again? I'm going to hang up.
Appreciate the call.
That's a good question. I'm interested to hear your answer on that one.
Listen, Scooter McCray, Jerry Eves, Coach Davenport, and Coach Crum, they don't put guys on the floor who get bullied for that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have a play here and there, but again, Coach Crum is just like, I'll go get another one in a heartbeat if you can't keep 2 hands on that basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like I played with dudes that I played with a lot. I want to say street guys, but everybody I played with had personal pride, so nobody had to say anything. You're going to the bench if you listen. I got Quentin Bailey behind me and Kevin Smiley, a 6'6" point guard, and Quentin is 6'3.5", Swiss Army knife, right? Yeah, come on over here, sit down. If you can't hang on to the basketball, I get the ball to you underneath the basket and I don't come away with a foul or a bucket at an 80% clip, you're not playing on my floor.
Yeah,
and if you're 6'9", your clip should, and of course I'm kind of exaggerating the numbers, but you understand what I'm saying. Just like, no, you had opportunity after opportunity. My guards are working hard to get you this basketball, and they're not going to be able to get open shots. My All-Americans are not going to be able to get their shots off because you're not finishing. Let me get back to the other phone line. Sorry about that. Chris, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, Marcus, Steve. Happy holidays to you. B-Hall.
Same to you.
Same.
Thanks, sir.
Hey, I called Steve last night, and I'll tell you the thing that I was most impressed by was when the number 2 started picking on Carly, just taking his time, getting him to a spot and jumping over him. Then it was like DJ said, hey, little bro, let me help you out here. He went over and got on that dude and shut him down. I was so happy about that. But in the same token, if DJ gives up one more 3 with his hand down and Jalen falls down, I'm going to lose my mind with these two. And then as far as Sam played outstanding last night, but you can't take everything to the baseline where you have nowhere else to go. He did the one move last night where he went behind his back and just ran out of real estate.
Right.
I feel really, really good about this game this week. We've got to get Jalen to play like JJ's playing right now. When JJ got the ball in the post last night, he shows the ball, gets people off their feet, and he takes his time and lays it up. Right now, Jalen's just in a cruise control. He's cruising from the first game he played. He played hard. He went everything to baskets, hand on the backboard, dunking, and now he's just kind of got cruised. Maybe it's because he's not getting challenged in practice. Maybe one of those guys in practice needs to really challenge him, because I think that's what's happened with Aiden. And then as far as you guys were talking about Aiden, I'll get up and I'll listen to you guys.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too might have been the case there, because I was at first, I was kind of watching. I'm like, man, Quinn's not getting any run, you know. But then when he was in the game, I was like, he's not really effective at all.
Yeah. Like some games, Quinn is gonna get in, and it's like, dude, when that ball kicks out to you, we need you on the boards, and we need you to stretch the floor with your 3-pointer. If you're not hitting that shot, the stretch 3-pointer, then it's like, yeah, you're kind of stuck in some games.
See, and that's what's got to be maddening for a coach. When you go out there last night and you're like, okay, you make every right call, playing the right people to get out of there with the 10-point win, and then you tune in the next morning and Steve and Marcus or the callers are like, oh, where was Quinn? Where was Aiden?
Right.
Where was
But here's the thing. Today is one of those days where like I said, you know your own family better than everybody else, and you see all your family flaws. Like other people don't even see it like as critical as we do. But yeah, other people just said, all the people across the ACC are saying, okay, Louisville got a road win, ACC opener. I mean, I heard somebody was missing, but there's no real like sympathy and anything like that. Louisville went up there and got a 10-point win.
No, Marcus, I said on the post game last night, I was reading national tweets, and I mean, I was reading like Doster and a few other people, and like somebody tweeted and was like, a couple of them had tweeted, Louisville gets a good road win up at Pitt, and one of them said, "Let's break after this call." It's coming. Look, everybody I'm looking on, and people, we're all aggravated at Sam, and I'm looking down, and they're like, yeah, Sam Williamson playing really well, and I mean, gosh, that might be a third piece to that Louisville team that they need. Like, it's like nationally, people are like, this is a good team.
Let me hit this phone line real quick. Lawrence, thanks for joining us. Fire away, my man.
What's up, Marcus? What's up, Steve?
Chilling.
Up.
Jalen need to understand. In practice this week, you are dealing with an angry Aiden again who's mad at Chris Mack. And if he don't rebound the ball or play strong, Chris Mack. So Jalen better be ready to play on Saturday. The next 3 days in on Saturday.
Listen, I appreciate the call, Lawrence. Everybody has that energy. I tell you what, we're going to be throwing at some point to Coach Davenport's game. So we're going to take a quick commercial break to keep us on schedule. Middays with Marcus Maben on 939 The Ville.
The holidays are here, and so is the Built for the Holidays sales event at O'Brien Ford. It's the most wonderful time of the year to buy. Right now, save up to $5,500 off MSRP on a new 2020 Ford Escape, or up to $6,500 off MSRP on a new 2020 Ford Edge. Save big this holiday season at O'Brien Ford, just a short drive to Shelbyville. Drive a little, save a lot, or visit o'brienford.com.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas.
Did you wake up this morning and realize Christmas is this Friday and you've only done half your shopping? Don't worry, Shane Company's got your back. We're open until 9 today. Come in and we'll help you find gifts that are a sure win. Fine jewelry in every price range. Easy, curated holiday gifts wrapped with a burgundy bow and ready to give. We have classic necklaces, earrings, bracelets, and rings made with natural diamonds, rubies, and sapphires in over a dozen colors. On-trend styles you won't find anywhere else. All guaranteed for life. Your gifts will be ready to slip under the tree and really light up the room Christmas morning. It's not too late. We're open until 9 today. So come in and see us. Happy holidays from our family to yours. Now you have a friend in the jewelry business. Shane Company and shaneco.com.
U of L Health's medical expertise, known around the world, is now in your community and more accessible than ever before. The power of you is now at more hospitals, more medical centers, and more physician practices, along with Brown Cancer Center and Fraser Rehab, all dedicated to making the impossible possible. That's the power of you. To learn more, visit uoflhealth.org.
'Twas the holiday season, and many families felt glee, for they shopped at Kroger, where pickup was free. Green beans and apples, a salad so merry, sweet onions and Brussels, and cakes topped with cherries. Whipped mashed potatoes and warm spiral ham take center stage for a feast with the fam. May the magic of fresh food never be done. Happy holidays from Kroger, fresh for everyone. Free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Restrictions may apply.
Baltimore Ravens football plays here on ESPN Louisville.
Now he'll dart over to the left, extends the play, fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Dez Bryant, his first as a Raven.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are back in action Sunday, taking on the Giants. Pre-game coverage begins at 12:30 with kickoff at 1 on 93.9 The Ville. Ravens football on ESPN Louisville is presented by Liquor Barn, Body Armor Sports Drink, and Molly Malone St. Matthews, home of the Raven.
Have you been in a car? Insurance companies can be really tough to deal with on your Magyar. Consultation for you is free.
Take a sniff. I could smell something.
The case for you. So come be a part of our team. Our phone number is easy, 502-888-8888. 502-888.
Can you
88
on air?
Heating your home is if you're not sure your heating system is ready for the winter months ahead, it may be time to call who we call at the station, DFH Company. Heating and cooling has been their family business since 1935. This month from DFH, you can get 18 months special financing on qualified train comfort systems from the DFH Company.
I will say this, and I don't think he'll say anything, but Andy was standing.
Genesis Diamonds is making your last-minute shopping easy. Now through Thursday at 3 p.m. Get that unforgettable holiday gift and take advantage of our strongest financing offer ever. 5 years, 0 interest with absolutely no money down. And don't stress. Our non-commissioned experts are here to help you.
I would say that
Budget is $300 or $300,000. That engagement ring, eternity, or anniversary band you've been thinking about is only $100 a month. A diamond bracelet or bangle for only $50 a month. Even diamond hoops and studs for just $30 a month. And all with no money down. We've got the selection of over 50 stores. Thousands of engagement ring stock. Bridal designers in the world. Eternity bands, stylish wedding bands, fashion-forward layering necklaces, beautiful sapphire and emerald jewelry, and Swiss timepieces. Let's end 2020 on a truly magical note. Invest in that special memory they'll have for life. With confidence, no money down, and 0% interest for 5 whole years. Merry Christmas from Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza. Open till 3 p.m. on Christmas Eve. Approved credit.
I'm former Louisville. We're just going to do like 5 minutes, and then we'll get out around like 40. That'll give them 5 minutes to get set up for the pregame.
Morgan & Morgan.
Works.
Injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed.
That's fine.
And if
Andy's like, don't worry about it, it's not a huge rush, but he said they usually go on 15 minutes early. So I figured if we get out by like 40, 41, they'll have like 2-3 minutes to get set up and go.
2-9, Offices Louisville.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black.
Days with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Middays with Marcus Maben. Ethan Moore's theme music playing in the background. Speaking of Mr. Grinch, people, we don't have much show left, but I want to be able to settle this on air. Brian, have you been following what's been going on Twitter? With Ethan Moore?
I have not.
So apparently, Ethan Moore received his notice of allegations.
Okay.
And Ethan Moore has decided to appeal his suspension. From Ethan Moore, I'm going to appeal the suspension because the overall factor in this is I hate what this game does to me. It's not healthy for me watching it. Ethan,
that was his appeal.
If that is your appeal, who's working for you, Chuck Smirt?
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got a Chuck Smirt, a lawyer. Yeah, if that's the
Ethan,
appeal.
You're gonna end up with a 3-week ban, with a 30-day ban if that's your appeal. Hey, Marcus, I'm gonna appeal because it's not healthy for me. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, yeah. What would Louisville's Ethan Moore appeal be? Like, well, maybe Kenny Johnson and him were just going out to eat.
And he just gave him the money to pay because he didn't want to be embarrassed at the restaurant.
Yeah, him and Kenny Johnson had a bet, and he was just squaring up with
it. You know that was the game where the Denver Nuggets were playing the Miami Heat, and Kenny Johnson's a big Denver Nuggets fan.
Yeah, so obviously there was a bet there. Yeah, no, yeah.
Listen, I mean, Jordan Fair, I mean, granted, he had some paperwork that said everything was going down, but he didn't say it out loud. But I mean, the paperwork is just it's not a
Pitino. Yeah,
it's not a real contract until you shake hands. Look,
yeah, and Coach Pitino gave him a book report to do on. I do want to remind people real quick. Thanks to George and Barano's team for dropping off lunch to the ESPN studios. Thank you, George. Even though I'm not there. Thinking lunch or dinner, Barano's has you covered tonight and this weekend, and you know you're going to want some food during that Kentucky Louisville game for your game watch party or whatever you're doing. All Barano's is also now delivering alcohol, so you can get that too. Carry out and delivery to your home. Support local. Also, the gift card sale for the holidays is still going on through today. You can get $25 for $20. Yeah, it's that good. Barano's Pizza. You gonna take my share home?
No, actually, I'm not gonna. I'm not even gonna have it. Because you know why? Pops is in town, so which means I got to turn into the Iron Chef now. You know what I'm saying? Because he has his menu of things that. Hey, man, why don't you go ahead and whip up some of them? Look, why don't you go in there and whip up some of them pancakes and eggs and sausage with the strawberry and the whipped cream with the crispy edges and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and knock that on out. He'll say that, and he'll say, yeah, I'm gonna be back around 2. So yeah, I'll be ready to knock that down around 2. I'm like, in a vacuum, Dad, if you heard the way you talk to me.
Yeah, like, dude, no. But at the end of the day, it's Pops.
Yeah,
I do it.
Yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to those those baked potatoes. Make sure you get the sour cream. I want to make sure you get the Daisy sour cream and get the butter. And you got some of that Himalayan salt. Yeah. A little pineapple on the side would be all right too.
Yeah.
You know what he called me. You know what he called when he texted me about 2 days ago.
I'm listening.
And I'm doing it in his voice because I can hear it. Hey man, make sure you got some eggnog stocked up in that fridge. Who are you talking to?
Okay. All right. Yeah.
You're right. And listen, I was in there in the eggnog section.
Yeah. Of course.
Getting the eggnog, Steve.
I know.
So yeah. Yeah, that is funny. I'm gonna give it. Oh, he's raiding my closet right now too. Brian,
sure.
Hurry up and just play that. I got to get him out my closet.
I know.
Oh, you got this little Adidas jacket from the school? Yeah. I'm going ahead and take off.
Yeah. Is this team issue?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
yeah. Those little red shoes in there. I went on ahead and took the tags off them. What they call Donnies? Yeah. I like them. I'm gonna work out.
What's these DONs?
Yeah. hey, them Dons you got back there. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go play a little ball up the street.
Listen. Enjoy your Christmas because the next time you hear us on the air, now we'll be on the YouTube channel, but the next time you hear us on the air will be Saturday at 11 o'clock. Man, getting you ready for the game, getting us ready for the game. I'll be on the post game. A lot of stuff going on. Also, good luck to the Bellarmine Knights because
go get a win, Coach. And if you do,
if Bellarmine goes there and beats Notre Dame, look, I'm gonna call my team personally and be like, y'all best not lose.
Y'all best not lose. And listen, congratulations, Coach. You'll never be able to play in Rupp if you beat Notre Dame. Forever. Have a good Christmas. Have a good holiday season. Be safe. Don't overindulge. Have a good time, y'all. I'll see y'all when we get back. Middays with Marcus Maven signing off on 939 The Ville.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.